So, okay, just try to make yourself as comfortable as possible. And try to quiet your mind. Then we can generate intentions, right intention by thinking may the meditation become cause and conditions. To achieve fully enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. Then you can think someone in front of you, someone who is very dear, close to you. And who might be going through some of the challenges, difficulties, physically, emotionally. Then, think about their problem, suffering, pain. Reflect, contemplate. Until it becomes like your own pain and unbearable. So then once you have this feeling of like your own pain and unbearable, trying to generate a strong wish to free from whatever pain, suffering, problem, and cause of pain and suffering. Then you can visualize at your heart small black dot that symbolize the selfish attitude, the self-centeredness. And then as we develop a wish to free them from this whatever problem, suffering, and cause of that, with that strong feeling, you imagine and visualize taking all their pain, suffering, and the cause of them in the form of dark energy as you breathe in. Enter through your left nostril or both. And then enter through your nose, and then that dark energy destroy that your selfish attitude. So try to that to visualization, imagine again and again. until you feel you have totally taken on all their suffering, problem, and cause of all of them, completely on yourself. And then completely destroying your selfish attitude and transforming it. So try to imagine, visualize taking not only one problem and suffering, but all the problem, all the suffering, and all the cause of all the pain, suffering, problems. Then having destroyed the selfish attitude, then transform in the loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta mind. Our whole body is filled with loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta mind. Now try to think that persons or that sentient beings, even though they wish to have a healthy life, physically, emotionally, mentally, even though they want to have a great relationship, financial security, or whatever they wish, they want, and the happiness, all the happiness, including the happiness of permanent happiness, of liberation and fully enlightenment, even though they so much wish all of that. They are struggling to find those happiness and the cause of happiness. So try to reflect, contemplate. And try to feel that they are feeling the desperate need and wish to find more peace and happiness in their life. Not only temporary peace and happiness, but ultimate, lasting, true peace and happiness. Once you feel that, how they feel it, how desperate they need the happiness. Wish them to have all the happiness, all the solutions, all the peace, all the goodness. And the cause of all of them: good health, good relationship, financial security, and mental happiness, peace, not only temporary, but lasting, true mental peace, happiness. And develop a strong wish to lead them to those happiness and cause of those happiness. Once we have that strong wish to lead them to the happiness and cause of happiness, then out of your loving kindness, compassion, as you breathe out, send all your excellent qualities, positive qualities, virtues, happiness, anything that can be helpful, beneficial, all of them in the form of white light energy as we breathe out, touch that person or that being, observe into that person's, immediately that person's, the being, receive all the solutions to the problem, to the suffering. The joy, happiness, good health. Not only temporary happiness and joy, but lasting true happiness. As well as the cause of all those happiness. So again, you try to again and again, sending all of your positive energy, virtues, goodness. And with total convictions that they receive that. And totally change and transform their situations, their state. So then you can do that same to someone who is more neutral in your life. Again, they also have their own problem, their own suffering, which they do not wish. They are just same, no different from our dear one, near one. Try to think of their pain, their suffering. Even though we might not know specific problem in suffering, but they have the same problem in suffering. Same health issues, financial situations, relationship, not being satisfied, happy. Again, try to think, reflect until it becomes your own and unbearable. But it doesn't become like that. Don't worry. You don't have to struggle. Just let it feel however you feel it. Then generate a strong wish to free them from the suffering, the problem, and cause of suffering and problem. Then as you breathe in, you visualize taking all their problems, suffering, cause of suffering in the form of dark energy and enter through your nostril and destroy your selfish attitude. Then you can think that just like our dear one, near ones, they also like to be happy, temporary, the ultimate happiness, joy, but they struggle, they lack, even though they're desperately trying to achieve that, desperately want that, they struggle. So try to feel, understand that, feel it. Then wish them all the best to achieve all their solution to the problem, all the joy, all the happiness. Peace in the cause of all the joy and happiness and peace. Not only temporary, ultimate peace. So as you breathe out, you again visualize sending all your positive energy, virtues, positive qualities in the form of everything they need, in the form of white and light and energy, transforming into whatever they need, fulfilling all their needs, all the happiness, in the cause of happiness. Receiving all the temporary and ultimate happiness. Then we can start thinking of someone you dislike very much, someone you have conflict, personal or not, but someone you have problem, dislike. Again, think, even that person's, is same, just like ourselves, our dear ones, and the neutral ones. Simply, they just want happiness, do not want suffering, just like ourselves, no difference. As much as they do not want suffering, but they are experiencing so much suffering, so much pain, so much problem in their life, just like everyone else. Sometimes physical health problems, sometimes financial problems, and the sufferings come that. Sometimes relationship problems, sometimes argument, fight with others disliking them, criticizing them, being unhappy, dissatisfied, a lot of things in their life. So they are also experiencing so much pain and suffering. So try to reflect, try to feel as much as possible. And try to feel a wish to free them from their all problems, suffering, cause of suffering, as much as we can. Then as you breathe in, you visualize taking all their pain, suffering, problem, and cause of pain and suffering in the form of dark energy enter through your nostril and destroy your selfish attitude and transform it. Imagine and visualize all their suffering, pain, problem, cause of them have been totally taken on yourself. Then you can think again, just as they want good health, good living, being loved, and have a peace and joy in their life. Again, they struggle for that, unable to achieve that. Try to reflect, contemplate on that. And try to generate a strong feeling and a wish to give them or lead them or give them to the all the joy, all the happiness that they are looking for, that they wish for, as well as the cause of those happiness and joy. As you breathe out, send all your positive energy, virtues, and excellent goodness, whatever we have to offer. As we breathe out in the form of white light energy and transforming into whatever they need, and giving them all the joy, all the happiness, all the peace in their life, not only temporarily, but ultimately, permanently, and the cause of all the peace and happiness. Then we can dedicate the virtues for oneself and all sentient beings to actualize the true Bodhicitta mind within our mind stream. And to achieve fully enlightened state for the benefit of all sentient beings. Then you can bring back your attention to the breath. And then you can slowly open.